Alabama, Don't Stop, Mississippi, Possum Point, Georgia, Miami.
Who's Amy?
Miami.
Hey, you mean your Amy?
Bo Hunkers.
Bo Hookers?
Bo Hunkers.
Bo Hunkers?
Oh, I beg your pardon. Hoboken.
Hoboken. Oh, well, Mr. Conductor, I want to go to Hot Town.
Hot Town?
Yes, sir.
That's the last stop.
Last-
All aboard.
All right, sir.
Greetings and salutations, everybody's. Hey, before we get to NHL 09, before we hop on that boat, I guess I should really. Where'd it go? There it is. Before we watch some NHL 09, I figured that we would take an advantage of something I did the other day. I found some old VHS tapes, and I scanned them. And then, because someone was asking, hey, how do you actually watch old VHS tapes? I figured that out too. So I'm actually gonna put on some. I think this is from 1978. Gonna pause it. The volume is gonna be cranked up, so let's lower the volume first. We'll put on the audio monitor on so that I can hear it. And we'll hit play. Actually, let's keep the music off for the moment. The video you're about to see contains the original blooper footage from the world of sports. These are authentic bloopers as they happen live and uncensored. Because we are able to present the actual and genuine footage, some scenes may appear less clear than others due to the age of the film. And again, this is from 1979. So let's pop over to hockey. We do some basketball, here's some football. Honestly, they're not really bloopers. I mean, okay, we got one with a cat. Let's toss this on. It's got a cat. This is from an old VHS tape I found. We'll get to the NHL hockey in a moment, I promise. But this wasn't what you signed up for when you came to the stream, was it? Hey, I can take this moment and do a test of the audio.
Tethercat said 1-2. Tethercat said 3-4.
Fantastic. Okay. Now that that's all settled and done, keep going. There's basketball bloopers, basketball. More golf. Motor. Oh yeah, the motorsports ones are the worst because these are actual, like, if they're not fatalities, they should be, but it's set to some sort of Jerry Lee Lewis 1950s music, and it's just horrific. Like, there's cars on fire. But hey, it's all in good fun. Ha ha ha. No, it's horrific. Okay, here we go. Sports bloopers, everybody. Sports bloopers. Yeah. Yeah, bring it. That's what I'm talking about right there, everybody.
Would you call this a rain delay?
No. I would call it a poor stadium is what I'd call it. I don't know how long this section lasts for. Let's assume it's 5 minutes. It'll get us in the mood before we watch the game between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. I think this cassette tape is from 1982.
I'm sure that none of these moves will make it to a highlight film.
And yet, here we are. We should MST3K this. The old Minnesota North Stars jersey.
Smashing and crashing, sure to make Attila the Hun proud.
The old Quebec Nordiques. Man, oh man.
Officials sometimes become more a part of the game than they bargained for.
I mean, all this is just some guy had access to a VCR, a whole bunch of hockey footage, and a video toaster. And kids, if you don't know what a video toaster
Oh my
is...
goodness, what a smash! Oh my goodness, what a crash! Oh my goodness, what a... Well, never mind.
Once again, these aren't so much hockey bloopers as it's just a bunch of people fighting with the occasional goal. So far, the only real blooper we've seen... Okay, this is blooper number 2 is smashed glass, but that happens frequently. So far, the only blooper we've seen is that stick in the boards. It's not really...
Sometimes it's just a good idea to have some cleaning before you do this.
I'm sure this guy is not popular at the pub where the hockey players hang out. Hockey bloopers, everybody. Yeah, and then it gets into boxing. And actually, it gets into horrible boxing. Like absolutely terrible boxing. So, yeah, we're done with that. Thanks for watching the blooper reel. Now, where were we? Oh, yeah. We were going to play some NHL 09. Pardon me while I set up. Oof, that's loud. Advanced audio properties, monitor, okay. Let's lower the volume there. Oh man, there's a motorcycle just went up the street. What? I've got audio. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's loud, eh? Okay, so we don't want to get copyright struck. So I guess what we want to do is options, settings, music off. Yeah, menu music off, arena music off. We're not going to play any music. Once again, don't want to get copy struck. And I think we're good that way. Commentary volume is definitely on ice, sound is on, crowd volume, drink speech. I paused it at one point.
1914 said person turquoise waving.
Person turquoise waving to yourself as well there, agreed. I paused the game earlier so I could set this all up. I paused the game and I heard someone in the stands in the audience. Again, it's like the entire rink goes on freeze mode and some guy in the audience yelled, "That's what coffee is all about." It was incredibly funny. Okay, I think we're good that way. So, we're all set up. Let's play. See, I just don't want the, I like the music, but I like the, like stuff. Dun 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 dun. Like I like that music, but this game doesn't distinguish between that and Limp Bizkit, circa 2009. Here we go, everybody. Let's watch. Let's watch. Skill level difficult. Cameras broadcast rules. NHL. Period length 20 minutes. We're going to watch the full thing. I guess we can, yeah, that's it. We're doing it. Here we go. Toronto Maple Leafs. Over there at Air Canada Stadium. I don't even know if it's still called Air Canada Stadium. That's what it was in 2009.
We're here at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Hello, I'm Jim Houston with Craig Simpson. We've got a great matchup for you tonight between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens.
I'm going to pause it for a moment. Maybe I will put on some form of music. Arena music. Hear that guy in the background? There's like a guy screaming. You hear that? On ice sound is off. I think we'll turn that on. That guy in the background just kills me. I love this guy. We'll let him say one more thing and then we'll hit back to the game. He's just laughing. Okay.
These original 6 teams are squared off in a 1960 Stanley Cup final.
For some reason, it didn't take. And we want to watch that intro. That intro was great. So we're just going to rewind and do that again. Do over. I wonder if there's a way to take out the music, because I know that it's possible to take out tracks on Duck Station, but we're running off PCSX2. Anyway, this is good. Difficult, broadcast, NHL rules, and 20 minutes. Here we go. Hit us up, Jim Houston. I'm going to eat some walnut crunch donut. Woohoo, go Leafs, go.
We're We're here at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario. Hello, I'm Jim Houston with Craig Simpson. We've got a great matchup for you tonight between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. These original 6 teams squared off in a 1960 Stanley Cup final.
Well, Jim, it was the Canadiens who would limit the Leafs to just 5 goals in 4 games to win a record 5th straight cup.
That got really slow. The dialogue got really slow, so I lowered the renderer. Wow. That is really slow.
We're ready for the opening face-off, so let's get down to center
There we
ice.
go.
Face-off won by Sundin. Here comes Sundin. Kostopoulos, and he just gets the puck deep.
I was always a fan of Ty Domi.
To Steen. He's all by himself. One-time shot. That's stopped. Markov.
Yeah, go Leafs, go.
Quick shot. Koskela made the save. To Steen. Here comes Steen.
Go Leafs, go.
Shots are 2-1 for Toronto.
His fans are cheering awful hard for just 30 seconds in.
He gets laid out, gathering speed. Here comes Sundin to Steen. Price gets the stick on it. Outstart the Canadiens.
These fans are energetic.
In on the attack.
Must be free beer night.
Behind the net. Up to Antropov. Now passed over to Steen. Higgins. Here's Alex Tanguay, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far. He's only got
It's only a minute in.
Scores!
There we go.
You see what happens when you go to the net? He was in the perfect spot to shovel that puck home on the rebound.
That guy's happy.
The clock's barely started, and we have a 1-0 game.
This is a great start. We could be in for a real show.
Shot it. Gets blocked.
I anticipate this game is going to be like 30 to 29.
Gets called for elbowing.
Now, how did he think he was going to get away with that hit? And the call is elbowing,
Oh.
and it's a good one.
Oh, that's brutal.
Toronto is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. Builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Toronto loves to score goals, and they're pretty good at it.
Jim, they remind me a
What?
lot of the old Soviet teams of the 70s. They control the play because they always have the puck.
It's pretty hockey to... Oh, we got a shot on goal. That's blocked. Picked up by Toronto. Quickly enough.
What's even happening here?
Shuts the door. And he hangs on. This is a guy who rarely takes a shift off.
Yeah, he's a real workhorse. Jimmy's not really mentioned in the same sentence as some of the more flashy defenders in the league, but he keeps the puck out of his own net.
Cleared by Bouillon. Here's Brian McCabe, a 6'2" defenseman from Calgary.
See, I love that this game has little stats like that. You didn't have this in NHL 93.
McCabe with the puck. He dumps it in, and they get called for icing.
And the fans are absolutely horrified at an icing call.
Big, tough, difficult to contain. This guy has to take the puck hard to the net and score some ugly.
These fans are testy.
Snaps the shot. The Maple Leafs move out to center. Over to Bell. One-timed it from behind the net. It's cleared out by Markov. Toronto takes over. To Mark Bell, a good two-way player who played junior with Ottawa. He picked it off.
Such odd stats.
The Maple Leafs grab the puck. Just one man to beat. To Stajan. He shoots! Price gets a leg on it. Grabbed by Toronto. To White. Here comes Toronto. They've been flying to start this game. Here's Mark Bell, who's got one shot on net so far tonight. Intercepted. Cleared out by Hammerlick. Picked up by Toronto. Here comes Sundin. Rifles it from the point. blocked. It didn't get through. Toronto scoops it up.
I hope they have 50-50 tickets.
He shoots. Bouillon. He clears it out of the zone.
I would totally buy some 50-50 tickets right now.
He scores, and it's an early 2-goal advantage.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he was cussing.
That was a very smart play by our goal scorer. He knew there was going to be a rebound on the shot, and he got to the puck before anyone else could.
Not even 5 minutes in, and they're up by 2.
They're trying to lock this one up early.
What?
Here comes Alex Tanguay. Quick shot. Montreal with it now. Over
That was a bad pass on Montreal's part.
one-timer. Here's Panikarovsky. He passes the puck to Dandino.
Montreal is all Butterfingers.
Now it's passed ahead to Panikarovsky. Here's Yuri Tulusti. Oh, shot!
I want to go back into the settings and see that injuries are on.
It's 2-on-1 to Tulusti. Shoots from the slot.
Actually, I'll do that right now.
Finger. He passes it to Grabowski.
Everyone's rules. Penalties on, fighting on, offsides, icing, 2-line pass. Sure. Hero rating, meh. Hero rating, meh. There we go. Penalties max, fighting max.
Fires in. Another save. Tuskala covers up for the whistle. A good wrist shot, but he was all over it.
He really saw the puck well that time.
All right, let's see if this
The puck is about to
ramps
be
up
dropped.
some Montreal offense.
The faceoff goes to Montreal. He gets laid out. The ref indicates it's a lead call. He gets laid out. To Kostitsyn. Tuskala turns the shot aside. McCabe will get the gate for cross-checking.
All right. We might see some game
That was a
misconducts.
nasty cross-check. He really gave him the lumber there.
The lumber.
Montreal is about to go on the power play for the first time in this game.
Jim, they've got some good finishers in their lineup, but they like to keep it simple. Point shots with lots of traffic in front.
Cleared out of the zone by Kubina. Markov. Cleared by Finger. Here's Bouillon. Bouillon passes it across 2 lines and play is stopped.
Well, that was a dumb move.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs. Puck taken by Hammerlick. To Saku Koivu, an all-round
3
great
on
player
2.
who's also a great guy. He coughs up the puck. To Tanguay. One-time shot.
Oh,
Kubina.
what was that? I'm kind of rooting for Montreal at this point.
He passes the puck to Koivu. Now it's passed to Tanguay. Tuskala made the leg save.
Oh,
This guy's a lethal blue liner.
He not only scores with that great shot of his, but just the threat he poses from the point opens up space for his forwards.
Yeah, you don't want to leave him open back there or he'll... Oop! Shot! Big glove save by Tuskala!
or he'll oop.
Steen. It's a one-on-one battle. He hit the...
Oh,
Price covers up.
that should not have gotten that close.
What I really like about this guy is his shot. He gets it away quick, and it's always on net.
Well, that's the key to scoring. Now force the keeper to make a save. If it's not on goal, hey, it's not going in.
To Kubina. To Kostitsyn. Puck cleared out by Kubina. Canadians take possession. Kostopoulos. One-timer.
Oh, that was horrible.
Jumped on by Montreal.
Oh.
Shot by Tuscala. Grabbed by Montreal. Saku Koivu, who was the player of the year in Finland in 1995.
What?
Intercepted. Kubina clears it down the ice.
What is Montreal doing here?
Dendino passes it across 2 lines and play is stopped. Hammerlin.
Sanix
Get into
Draven
it,
said
get into
who's
it.
playing.
Control the game from the blue line.
You're right, Jim. He consistently makes great
It's
first
the
passes, and he presses
Toronto
the attack
Maple
with his
Leafs
skating.
against the
Not a bad
Montreal
shot.
Canadiens.
To Roman Hammerlick. Higgins. Quick shot from the slot. Tuscala freezes the puck.
It's good seeing you
This
there,
guy's got 2
Sanix.
helpers already, and he's looking for more.
Jim, you know it really comes down to hard work. He's doing what it takes to get his teammates the puck, and it's paying off.
Kostopoulos, one-time shot. It's cleared out by Moore to Bouillon. Montreal.
I just
goes
like
for one
hearing
with the man
about the
advantage.
Canadianisms.
He shoots. Caberlet.
Like at one point he hit the guy and he said, "Oh, that's laying the lumber into
Here
him."
comes Steen.
Who even talks like that?
Kostopoulos. Tuscala made the save to McCabe.
Sanix Draven said that was a crazy play.
There's a gift wrap turnover. Bacanic. He gains the blue line on the attack. Shoots the puck from deep.
There we go.
Scores.
And the Toronto fans are happy? Question mark.
Wow, did you see how quickly he got that one away? That takes pretty good hand-eye coordination to time a shot like that.
Sanix Draven said Canadian.
Yes. Everything about this game is 100% Canadian. Even the development team. This was developed in Vancouver, I believe.
The faceoff goes to the Canadians. He shoots.
Oh,
That's blocked.
that shot groined him.
To a halt with that 2-line pass. You've got to admire what this guy brings to the team.
Jim, he's the kind of guy that stands up in the room and holds his team accountable. You can't put a price on that kind of leadership.
To Francis Bouillon. Shoots it from the slot.
That was huge to keep his team up by 1.
Here comes Hagman.
Larry Hagman from Dallas?
One-timer. Georges. To Lapierre. And he moves the puck.
I
into the
promised
neutral zone.
myself
Tuscala reached out for the puck.
I promised myself I wouldn't be making fun of player names, and here we are with Hagman. I'm sorry, everybody, and I'm sorry for the Hagman family. My apologies.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Face-off won by Beijing. Here's Alex Kovalev. One time from the slot. Went just wide of the net. Montreal picked it up. Hammerlick dumps the puck in. Kolyakovo. Shoots the puck.
Wow.
He scores. And that'll give them a 2-goal lead midway through the first.
How do you even
His
shoot
stick
that?
So much as he loads that shot up. When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his blade.
That just squeaked through the 5-hole.
Halfway through the first, and they're down by 2 goals.
Jim, they need to bear down defensively and get at least 1 before the end of the period.
Shoots the puck.
Oh.
He scores. Max Sundin.
Okay, that was a pretty good goal.
Matt Sundin is an effective goal scorer because he can beat teams in many different ways. He's the total package. Big, strong, and skilled.
And he has good teeth.
Montreal is looking lifeless out there.
While the fall behind by 3 this early is a real shocker. You have to find some energy quick.
It's dumped in by Mayer.
Don't hold back, Jim. How do you really feel?
Hard from deep in the slot. Or he blocked it. That's a great play. Here comes Kovalev. Slap shot. Bell.
Sanix Draven said they all bunched up and the puck came flying out.
Yep.
Here comes Kovalev.
There's a hockey sandwich, and the puck was the meat.
Now it's passed pass to Kostitsyn. It's 2-on-1. Shoots it quickly. And another shot. Tuskala covers up for the whistle.
That was an impressive
5 shots are
save.
tough to stop, and he came up big on that last one.
Well, it came fast, but he stayed with it and makes the save.
The ref is signaling for the
I like how
faceoff.
Razor sounds drunk.
The faceoff goes to Toronto from behind the net. Puck is cleared by Caberlet. And it's touched for icing.
You knew it was icing. Why'd you touch it? Oh well.
We're ready for the faceoff. To Caberlet, in behind. One-time shot. Tuskala denies him. Here's Antropov. A big part of his team's great game tonight. Delayed call. Komisarek gets called for tripping.
Tripping? I thought it was goalie interference. Let's take a look at this.
That definitely calls for some time in the penalty box.
The officials
Oh,
are
that's
going
tripping.
to allow tripping in this game or any other.
You can just tell he's swearing.
Toronto has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Face-off won by Smolinski.
Mike Komisarek, 2 minutes for tripping.
It's taken by White. He passes the puck to Bell. Now it's passed to Blake. He steals it. To Stajan.
What's going on here?
To Bell. Fired it from the slot.
Oh no.
Price covers up.
Oof.
He
That
was
could have been
totally
dangerous.
caught off guard. He did not see that one coming, and he paid the price.
I like how generic it
Puck is
is.
about to be
He
dropped.
had the puck. He shot the puck. He
Sundin
passed the
won
puck.
Sanix Draven said damn they're
Scored a
hardcore.
pair and would love to get that. Oh, he scored!
Oh.
Midway through the first, they're already running away with this.
That should have been saved. That should not have been a goal.
Scoring on the backhand like that is a lost art in this league. It's nice to see a player with the skill to pull it off.
I wonder if they get a hat trick if we see hats all over the ice. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The game crashed. And then Toronto forfeited. The end. The game crashed. Now let's pop that back on. Even is it? Oh yeah, PCSX. I've lost it. Somewhere in here I've lost it. Okay, games, library, PS2, CSX2. NHL. The renderer is not set to automatic. This may cause problems. Oh. Let's set that to automatic. Well, that's unpleasant. I'm gonna mute that because it's gonna hammer us with the music. Start. Yeah, there's the music. Good. Turn that back on. Display, I think we want this as widescreen. Good, good. Camera is going to be broadcast. Auto zoom is auto. Difficulty. Sorry about this part right here. Let me just make it a bit bigger. That's okay. And what else? I didn't even do the thing I wanted to do. What am I on? Clicking on the wrong thing, everybody. Here's the window I wanted. Sorry about that. There we go. Skill level. Difficult. Gameplay. Faster settings. Oh. Hell yeah.
SanixDraven said, how are you doing tonight?
How am I doing tonight? I am actually doing quite well. Intensity, dumping, and injuries. I have had a relatively good day overall. Now, granted, it has not been the best day, but it's been a relatively good day overall, and I have little to complain about. All right, let's play. We're gonna have to start this over again, and hopefully it works out in our favor. Toronto versus Montreal. And start. And once again, we'll be back. 20 minutes. Rules are going to be NHL. Okay, here we go, everybody. Okay, here we go, everybody.
SanixDraven said, that's good, I guess.
Well, I mean, I'll take what I can get. I've had better, but I've definitely had worse. I'm doing okay. It's post Canada Day, and it's post birthday and post anniversary, and it's post a lot of things, and we're doing great. Okay. Hopefully this one works. I don't like it when games crash. I don't like it when everything gets tossed all willy-nilly. Toronto is up 5-1.
We're here at the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario. I'm Jim Hewson.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
We've got a great game for you tonight between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. These original 6 teams are squared off in a 1960 Stanley Cup final.
Well, Jim, it was the Canadiens who would limit the Leafs to just 5 goals in 4 games to win a record 5th straight cup.
So as soon as we get into the game, I'm going to pause it and just make sure that all the rules are set up correctly. It just dawned on me, we were listening to arena music. We can't have that. That guy. I love that guy. That guy is great. Let's raise the crowd volume a little. And since we're here, we might as well take a look at some of the rules. We want penalties on. We want fighting on. Hero off. Well, keep 2-line pass off. Icing on. Injuries on. Yeah, the rest of it's good. Okay. I love that guy.
All right, now let's get down to center ice for the opening face-off. The face-off goes to Toronto. Here's Matt Sundin. Cuts in front, and he hangs on for a face-off. About to drop the puck. To cover them. Last one right on. Scores! What a quick start.
I missed it. I was checking out some settings. What happened?
That was a very smart play by our goal scorer. He knew there was going to be
yeah.
a rebound on the shot, and he got to the puck before anyone else could.
Yeah, he just went right in on that one.
This is not how you want to start the game.
Absolutely not. You never want the other team to think you're vulnerable.
And right now, that's just how they look.
I mean, it's 8 seconds in.
Kostopoulos.
Oh!
Delayed call.
That just sounded hard.
For interference.
That sounded rough.
It's good to play with an edge, but if you go too far, you'll get the penalty.
That? What about that monstrous hit we heard?
You can see that the coach isn't very happy about this call at all. Montreal will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill on that first unit.
For interference.
Sanix Draven said I have good days and great days. Today is a great day.
I'm glad to hear that, Sanix. It's always good to have great days. I'm glad you got in on that. I hope watching some crappy Canadian hockey is helping also to alleviate all that. If PS2, if this fails, we're heading over to NHL 99. We're gonna watch us a hockey game, I promise.
Clears it to Kostitsin. Kostopoulos. He intercepts it. It's cleared out by finger. Montreal gets it. They move it out. Kostopoulos.
Ooh.
Bouillon takes control.
Oh, so now that I've taken the two-line pass out, everyone's getting a lot more passy. Everyone's just passing here, passing there.
How about that save?
Well, he saw that one all the way.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Koivu won the draw. Here's Alexander
Ooh.
Steen.
Right off the face mask.
Here's Roman Hammerlick, who hasn't registered a shot on goal so far.
I love how they keep...
Sanix Draven said yes. Crappy hockey games make the day great.
They keep shitting on Hammerlick. It's only a minute into the game and they're always like, oh, Roman Hammerlick. Boy, he sure doesn't know how to shoot on goal. 1 minute in. These announcers are harsh.
Behind the net. Ahead to Kostitsin.
These Canadian announcers have perfected the art of
Minimi Cursor 96
passive aggressiveness. Hey, Minimi, how you doing?
This is a tough physical team. They take the body hard and they play the game the way it's supposed to be played.
We're watching some Canadian hockey.
Minimi Cursor 96 said doing okay, thanks. How's your day?
I'm glad to hear that. I'm actually doing not bad. It hasn't been a perfect day, but it's fairly good.
Let's see if he can build on it.
Well, we know he has the skills. It's just a matter of execution.
The faceoff goes to the Maple Leafs.
Minimi Cursor 96 said good to hear.
You know what I've done is... inadvertently, I turned up the audio on the crowd. And now they're deafening me. There we go. That's how it was. Let's continue.
Mears gets a hold of it. Thunderous hit into the boards. It's grabbed by finger. Here's Thomas Caberlet.
There's that one guy in the crowd. You can hear that one guy in the crowd sometimes.
In front, Tuscala made the save.
Look at everyone in the crowd. Look at their faces.
About to drop the puck.
It's Halloween and everyone's wearing a face mask.
Koivu won the draw. Here's Alex Towngate. That's offside. We're ready for the face-off.
Are we? Are we really?
Canadians win yet another draw. They're in over the blue line on the attack. One-time shot. He misses. Toronto scooped it up. Montreal is 0 for 1 with the man advantage as the penalty expires.
Sanix Draven said the one that whistles.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Slams the door shut.
Every now and then he shouts something from the audience.
One guy that can really turn a game around for you when the pressure starts to rise. Whether it's throwing a big hit or scoring a goal, he always seems to come through.
He plays the game with big heart.
His nickname is Little Brother.
Early in the first, it's a tie game.
He's got the heart of a champion.
This guy will take goals any way he can get them. Some call rebound goals garbage goals, but they sure look the same on the score sheet.
No, it's a garbage goal, and that's how it's written in the score sheet. Garbage goal.
We may be in for a shooting match.
Both these teams are looking to score early and often.
Montreal has won another face-off. Shot it.
Only in Canada can you say that the teams are in for a shooting match, and it means a hockey game.
To Toulouse.
He's got such a... No, don't show me the photo. He's gonna let loose the waterworks.
Quick shot.
He's got the heart of a champion. Little brought up. Whoa! I think that guy was from Hellraiser.
The face-off goes to Montreal. He turned the puck over to Blake. He gets stapled. Here's Larocque. To Alexei Kovalev. Shoots! He misses. Stick save by Tuscala. Station. He dumps it.
The announcer loves saying Tuscala.
Gathering speed to Beijing. Toronto will start the breakup. He breaks away. Price gets the blocker on it. Caberlet. He turned the puck over. Kostopoulos. Now a pass up to Macon. He turned the puck over. Shoots. Tuscala made
At
the
least
save.
it's not 5-1 like it was last time.
It's dumped in by Kostopoulos. He passes the puck to Bell. Intercepted by Montreal. And he passes it to Mayers. Bell dumped it. Snaps the shot. Montreal jumps on it. They bring the puck over the line. Delayed penalty coming up for Toronto. He gets called for tripping.
Let's see this tripping call.
Take a look at this replay. Now, it might not have been intentional, but it
Oh,
definitely
no,
was
that's tripping. That guy's family should feel shame.
Montreal will go on the power play once again. They weren't able to capitalize on their first power play. Let's see if they can do it here. Face-off won by Plekanec. Caberlet takes control of the puck. Plekanec. Here's Bouillon.
Oh, it's because I ramped up everyone's skating and passing and speed. That's why everyone's going so fast. I was trying to figure out why everyone is just ripping around the ice.
The face-off goes to the Canadians. Out they come to center, and it's carried into the attack.
Oh, that guy's dead. No, he got back up.
Pass up to Tanguay.
I tell you, if I got hit in the face with a puck,
Can't stay on side.
well, I'm wearing a hockey mask. What do I care?
This guy really makes it all happen at the back end.
Jim, he's like a catalyst out there, consistently feeding forwards with breakout passes.
Like a catalyst.
He wouldn't hesitate to jump up in the rush.
It's one-on-one. Price turns him away. He passes it to Kostitsyn. Quick shot. Tuscala covers up.
That is a snazzy suit.
Face-off won by Mayers.
It takes a confident man to wear a brown suit with a brown tie.
He passes the puck to Koivu. Here comes Alex Tanguay. Antropov dumped it in. He passes it to Hammerlick.
I wonder if we're going to see some hockey bloopers like what we saw
Here comes
earlier.
Koivu. He intercepts the puck. Mayers cleared it down the ice. Grab. He scores.
Oh.
And now he's got a pair.
And now he's got a pair.
Now, this guy will tell you there's few better feelings than
Congratulations on having your
Sends a
testicles
major
drop.
boost to your team.
See? He grew a pair and the game crashed. All right, everyone, we're gonna go with PlayStation 1. I swear we are gonna watch a full game. Meanwhile, how's everyone doing? Are y'all good? That's great. I'm awesome as well. Thanks for asking. Dun, dun, dun. Desktop. Duck Station. Oh yeah, let's install the update for Duck Station.
SanixDraven said LOL.
Well, did you hear what the announcer said? He said, that was an amazing shot on goal, and now he has a pair. That was the quote. That's all it took. Wow. The game is not wanting to update. Saying, oh, there it goes. Now it's updating. Okay. Hooray, huzzah. I have to go over to PlayStation for a moment. Where's all my PSX game capture and... I think this is it. We're just doing PSX game capture. Copy. Should we just... No, we're going to have to run this thing in NHL 09. Here we go.
SanixDraven said yes, that made me really laugh out loud.
As well it should. Okay. NHL 99. Loads fresh boot. Resolution 6x. Man, I love that noise. Is that not just the most satisfying noise you've ever heard in your life? Okay, bring this over here. There's no widescreen, so we can maximize our window here. Hopefully no one's going to grow a pair during this match. I'm just saying it. These are professionals and their testicles are dropping.
1999, the year of the cyber athlete, the year of epic EA Sports action, the year we go big, 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 the year of wake up and smell the competition, because we're dialing it up with skull-thumping attitudes, combustible personalities, and moves that'll shock Mr. Highlight Reel. We're gonna stare you down, throw you around, and kick the door in. So say hello, because we'll make thunder with our hits. Take your soul to the hole and melt asphalt. Look for ear-shattering board music, rattled walls, shredded pitch, a formal introduction to the canvas, and of course, the foam finger salute. Bring it on, baby. Ready? Are you? Sincerely, the cyber athletes of EA Sports. It's in the game.
Let's get it on!
Let's get it on! Audio. There's an option here, mute CD audio. This isn't what we want. Maybe it won't mute the game audio. Maybe it'll just mute the CD audio. We'll see how this runs. Hey, it muted the game audio, like the soundtrack. That's good. That is loud.
SanixDraven said I just watched the Mario Brothers movie.
Oh yeah? I've heard good things about that movie. How is it? I have heard good things about that movie. I love NHL 99 for a couple of reasons, but the music is killer. As soon as we get in, we'll switch up the settings. The old Maple Leaf Gardens, everybody. Maple Leaf Gardens.
SanixDraven said the hubby said I watched it before. I guess I slept through it the first time.
That's a sign of a good movie.
where EA Sports presents the NHL exhibition game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
That's a little loud.
I'm Jim Houston with Darryl Ray. I hope this is a barn burner. It looks like it's setting up to be a dandy.
What?
And here's how the goalies match up. Joseph goes head-to-head with T-Bone.
So no one has any necks in this game, because this is PlayStation 1, not PlayStation 2. We're going to go to camera control, and the camera's going to be on broadcast. Auto zoom is going to be on.
SanixDraven said it was great to turn off my brain and just enjoy it. There was a lot of Easter eggs.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, so and it's not really something that I've had on my radar, but I'll probably catch it at some point. I've heard it's the perfect video game movie. It does everything it needs to. Music volume, I think, is good. There's no rock tracks. Sound effects, speech, crowd. All right, everyone. 5 minutes. Let's do this.
The puck is dropped.
Oh no, we cannot have that. Oh, did you see that? That's horrible. We can't do that. Let me see if there's a way to... Where's the menu setting? I want to see in-game if we can force camera. Camera. No, there's no way to force the camera into broadcast mode. I apologize, everyone. We're just going to have to run with what it is.
SanixDraven said I forgot that Bowser is a turtle thing.
Once again, no spoilers. I haven't seen it. The last Mario movie I saw was Dennis Hopper. Okay, here we go.
Joseph covers up the puck.
All right, let's hope that it... Oh, hey, it also said that it's only a 5-minute game. That's not right. Set this up proper. We wanted a bit more robust than this. Gotta force it into broadcast mode. Crease rule, injuries, rink type, NHL, referee type, NHL.
SanixDraven said the Super Mario Brothers movie from way back.
Hell yeah. Options, rules, cameras. Yeah, press. Now let's do broadcast. All right. Team select. Toronto. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's fine. That's not fine. That's also not fine. What am I even doing at this point, everybody? You know what? I should have just gone to exhibition. Okay, team options, coaching strategies, line changes, shot aim, automatic. Okay. All right, now we let it run. Maple Leaf Gardens, everybody, 1999. Hopefully we have Ty Domi.
Welcome to Maple Leaf Gardens in Toronto, where EA Sports presents the NHL exhibition game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. Bring it. I've turned off CD audio, which means that the music should be muted. I think we're good.
Hi and welcome to Toronto. I'm Jim Houston and your color commentator is Darryl Ray. And here are the goaltenders for this game. Joseph goes head-to-head with Thibault. Sundin gets to the circle.
Sanix Draven said they misspelled the Canadians.
No, that's actually how Montreal Canadiens are spelled. It's not doing the broadcast camera. Sorry, everyone.
Joseph stopped it. To Yushkevich. Yushkevich was knocked down.
I'm seeing if I can find a cheat code while we do this.
Pass to Rushinsky. Moves in. To Koivu. Grabbed by Joseph. Toronto should be making a line change soon. What a hit! Toronto is using all of the offensive zone to try to get a good shot off here. Bolanin to Berezin. Toronto beats out the icing call. Montreal should be making a line change soon. Pass intercepted. Berezin hits him.
This is almost unwatchable for the way that it's ripping all the camera around.
Montreal has a fresh line on the ice. Sundin hits him. Rushinsky to the net, who took the shot from the slot.
Man, I cannot find a cheat camera for this video game.
Corson passes back. Made the shot from the slot.
Okay, you know what?
Passes ahead.
We can't even, this is unwatchable, so let's turn that off. Man, we're 0 for 2, and you know what that means. You know what that means. Copy. Paste.
Sanix Draven said all the trippings and the refs doing nothing.
I know, right? Jeez. Okay, Next up, we're going to try our last attempt at watching a hockey game. Games. I believe we want to see that. No, that's not quite what I wanted. Right, I wanted to go here. Okay, we pull up that. And back over here. Find this, and now it's... Huh. That's great. Well, not much, but... I mean, as well, we're gonna run with it, everybody. Yeah. Okay. That's all right. We have tried. We have tried really hard. We have tried so hard. And now we're just dealing with this. Okay, exhibition. They don't even have exhibition on this one. We're doing regular season. Players. Demo. Period length 20. Team. Montreal. Line changes auto. Okay. Looks good to me. Hi, I'm Ron Barr for EA Sports. Welcome to a sold-out Scotiabank Arena. Tonight's National Hockey League game features the Montreal Canadiens and the Toronto Maple Leafs. For Toronto, Austin Matthews is on a hot streak, but Jake McCabe is off his game. For Montreal, Sam Montembeault is on a hot streak, but Mike Matheson is off his game. The Scotiabank Arena crowd record is 80 decibels. Hit the start button to begin. Use the A and C buttons to cycle through matchups. Yay. And let's just make sure that... And we can't do anything else. So, let's start it up. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna get us some... What's funny about this one, though, this is the 2025 rosters. So far, we've tried NHL 99, NHL 2009. This is actually NHL 2025. Which is kind of amusing in its own way. We got a penalty coming to, like a charging penalty to Morgan Riley. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There you go. Get in there. After this, if this doesn't work, I'm just gonna find an old clip on YouTube. Toronto, Holmberg. Love the music. Ooh. That was a dirty hit. still like how I couldn't even... Oh, and I was going to say that I do actually have one last thing, which is I have a PS3 emulator. But I'll tell you, if the system was struggling under a PS2 emulator, then there's no way we're watching it on a PS3 emulator. Ain't no way. I suppose I could fire up my PlayStation 2, put in NHL 09, which, yes, I do own a copy, and hook all that up so that it's not trying to render in stream. It's using an external video source, but you know what? That's too much effort. We'll do that later if need be. On a different stream on a different day, not this one. Might as well do a hydration check while we're here, everybody.
Tethercat said hydration check. Tethercat said hydration check.
I can see people getting angry coming into the stream. I thought I was going to watch NHL 09. Ooh, Toronto, 2-0. Way to go, knees. The music is too happy. Oh! I'm sure he's... Oh, he got back up. I thought for certain he was going to have to write his family a letter. I love how the three defenders just let this Canadian just walk right into their zone. Defense is optional in this game. Oh! Oh, that seemed rough. All right, go get him. Go get him. There's a lot of players just lying flat on the ice, isn't there? The fans. Ooh, yay! The fans are right into it. Tried to thread the needle was denying. Boo. Props to the keyboard organist for knowing exactly when to start and stop. Wow, Saribot was pouncing on that one. Good job, Saribot. Wait, did he just score on his own goal? Looked like he just did a backhand into his own net. What a goof. Toronto giving up the mercy goal. Oh Almost like nothing can get past this Toronto goalie except trust. Backhanded betrayal. The only thing. There we go. Nailed the offense. Oh. What's that? That was a good save. I'm definitely losing steam. I'm tired. I thought I'd start this at 8 o'clock, and it's 9:16, and we're just getting into our first period. I'm tired. Without all the delays, this game should have been over. Get him. Go, go, go. And because I don't know any of the 2005 players, I don't have anything I can really say. I don't have anything I can add. Did he just score in his own net again? Like, are other players scoring, or is this just me?
Sanix Draven said time for bed.
Oh, yeah. What was that? That was goalie interference, that was. Montreal's cheating here. That was a brutal goal. No way that should have been allowed. I'm always yawning. I'm yawning a lot right now. I have tears streaking down my face because I'm yawning so much. It's gonna be I'm gonna hit bed very shortly after this stream, definitely. And we're only ending the first period.
Sanix Draven said too tired to do color commentary.
Well, I mean, the problem is that I just don't know enough of the players. And for me to do color commentary would be, well, the forward has the puck, the forward's in the Canadian zone, the forward skirting around, and the forward lost the puck. It's off to the Montreal defense. You know, it's just going to be colorless color commentary. Beep, beep. That means it's the final minute of play in the first period. On the bright side, I'm wearing my goalie costume. There we go. $1993. The music is still as good. Yeah, this is a video game hack of NHL 94. It has modern teams, modern rosters. Here's a highlight from Vancouver and Pittsburgh. The way these highlight reels work is that the goalie is turned off, so literally any shot on net will go in. Those are those highlight reels. Alright, let's
Sanix Draven said my kitty has discovered a roll of paper towels.
Oh. I mean, it's no lie, it's no roughing Chris Tanev. It's no lie or surprise that Cats are amused by the most innocuous
Sanix
things.
Draven said she is making confetti.
You know what's also fun for cats is teaching them how to use a vacuum cleaner to clean up confetti. Man, everything's going on over in the Maple Leaf Zone here.
Sanix Draven said ha 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 ha.
Well, I'm just thinking of who's going to clean up that confetti. I'm certain it ain't going to be the cat. Another thing I was thinking of was the cost of paper towel during the pandemic. When the pandemic started, everyone here in Canada cleaned out their entire supermarkets for paper roll. Thought it was a commodity equitable to gold. So, I hope the price of paper roll has gone down there.
Not it.
That was a really weak shot on net. I'm kind of sad we haven't seen any fighting, and we haven't seen any smashed glass. We haven't seen any players hammered over the boards. To my knowledge, all three of those things can exist in this game. Like these players are being trained to actually play hockey. It's on simulation mode and not arcade mode.
Sanix Draven said he works for a paper company. They make the paper towels there.
Do they also have cats that ruin all the paper towels? Do they have janitors that come in and clean the confetti up from all the factory cats? Confetti cats. I always like the sound of the crowd booing whenever a player gets hit. Everyone goes, ooh. Like they've just been gut punched by a gorilla. Boom. Ooh.
Sanix Draven said no, but it would be cool to see.
Indeed. Well, folks, we're halfway through the game. It's the halfway mark of the second period. Currently, Montreal is up 3-2. It's the barn burner that the previous game had warned us about. For being such a close game, for being 3-2, without that color commentary, it really does feel like we're just sitting in the stands. It really does feel like we're just spectators watching it on the big screen, which we are. Ain't nothing wrong with this. This is chill and low-key. I wish it were the other game. I absolutely do, but this is okay. What's this game doing? It's doing its best. That's the Tethercat stream in a nutshell. What's a Tethercat stream like? It's doing its best. Oh man, that was a clear breakaway. Icing. There's a breakaway. So that's what that little beep means. Whenever you hear that little ding, that little beep means that it's a breakaway. See, you can teach an old dog new tricks. Or cat in this case. Oh man, and he kept the puck, and then he gave it away. So far today, my food, my dinner, my breakfast, my lunch has been a muffin.
SanixDraven said they are blowing up their piece of America across the street.
Oh man, yeah, I guess it's the day before. We've had a couple of those over the past few days. In fact, we'll probably get some tonight as well. Because where I live near Toronto, there's enough of a crowd that when the sun goes down, for the past 3 or 4 days, it's been fireworks. I think we had them on the 30th, just prior to July 1st. So yeah, we'll probably get a couple of them tonight too. And it's because Canada Day happened that I wanted to play some Canadian games. I mean, let's face it, any chance I get to display the goalie outfit is a good day.
SanixDraven said happy trip to the ER everyone.
Yeah. That was a play and a half. Oh, it almost went in. Oh, here we go. Breakaway. Oh, took the breakaway and got crushed. Yeah, that's why I wanted to play a Canadian hockey game tonight between Toronto and Montreal. I just really wanted to go hardcore Canadian tonight. Also, looks like we're at the bottom of the hour. Hello, anyone who's tuning in, who's popping over from wherever you came from. It's the bottom of the hour, and it's the end of the second period. And the Montreal Canadiens are leading 3-2 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Currently, we're looking at some highlight scores from around the league. Watching the Zamboni go by. Oh, here's a highlight from Florida and Chicago. was easy. Way to go, Bedard. And a highlight from Dallas and Washington. Ah, that was a floater. And the final third period. It's on its way. Here we go. Fresh legs, fresh eyes, fresh heart. It's a necromancer's wet dream. I'm glad Translation Chan didn't pick that one up for me. Let's just let Translation Chan pass that one. Montreal is up. Toronto is looking for a tie goal. And it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Yeah, what else? I was going to play some Open Guesser at some point this weekend. I want to get back into BE Witches. Hey, Sanix, were you there? Did you see that we were... I think I mentioned it. I think I may have nudged you at one point that we were playing BE Witches. Yeah, you were helping out with some of the puzzles. Anyway, with those puzzles, I want to get back into playing BE Witches, probably this weekend. So maybe on Saturday, sometime in the afternoon, I'm going to start it up and we'll do a bit more of a marathon run, see how far we can get.
Draven said yep.
Yeah. Because I ran it for 7 hours last time and that was epic. That was one of the longest streams that I've done. So I know that if I'm going to be playing it again, it's going to be another long haul. Oh, Sanix, did I mention that? There we go, there's the goal. Early in the morning. I like how it's pirate music, and suddenly the arena has cheered right up. And then Toronto gets a penalty, because they want Montreal to win. All of a sudden, this game got really exciting. So, did I mention that the developer of BE Witches, I messaged them to say, hey, I'm playing your game. And they came back and said that they were watching the stream and taking notes, and they were going to implement some of the things that they saw in the stream. So I think they're gonna watch probably this weekend when I throw it back on again. So that should be interesting. Here we go. Get in there, Toronto. Oh. And the power play has ended.
Sanix Draven said, oh, how cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool. I love it when the developers show up when I'm playing a game and I get to add my 2 cents. They get to have some entertainment. It all works out. Here we go, breakaway. Ah, yeah. Nice little one-timer, and Toronto has the lead. The organ, the music player, the keyboardist is having a field day. Quite the clash at center ice. Here we go, breakaway. Two on one. That there is Ty Domi's son. And that makes me incredibly happy. It looks like he just got the game winner.
Sanix Draven said generic Italian music.
I know, right? For the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ty Domi is from Belarus, I think. So maybe from the Ukraine. So it's funny that Italian music is... Oh man, Toronto is just going to town here. This is all Toronto here in the third period. Toronto just got, what, 4 unanswered goals? It's pretty crazy. Montreal is unraveling. It was a fairly boring first period, somewhat innocuous second period, but this is an explosive third period here. Oof. Just weaved through that entire crowd. Another breakaway. Oh, he had the goalie dead to rights. All he had to do was a one-timer. Couldn't capitalize on that.
Sanix Draven said, now throw your hat in the ring for that hat trick.
I wouldn't doubt it. As soon as Domi gets his third goal, watch all the hats fly onto the ice. See, back in '93, they had it programmed in, but this is NHL 2025, and the programmers have done a lot of things, a lot of quality of life things to this game in the past 30 years. So, yeah, I'm expecting that there will be hats thrown on the ice. If we were in Detroit, there'd be people throwing squid on the ice. Oh man, that hit the net. Oh, that was brutal. Here we go. I don't think 7-3. I really don't think Montreal can score 4 goals in 5 minutes, but Toronto did it, so... Well, that pretty much seals the deal, doesn't it? This is where people in the audience are, Montreal fans are yelling, Civ, Civ, Civ. Which is an actual insult that was actually done at a professional hockey game over in Winnipeg. There was an NHL playoff game oh so many years ago, and the goalie just let in goal after goal after goal, and the fans started chanting, Civ, Civ. Eight to 3 with 3 minutes left. Yeah, the game got exciting. And while, oh, that was brutal. While the game isn't over yet, with 3 minutes, I don't think Montreal can score 5 goals. Not with plays like that. Oh. There's a definite emphasis on the game and not the goofiness of it. Who gets a penalty with 1.5 minutes left? Montreal, apparently. Bit of frustration on their end. Final minute of play in the hockey game. Unless Montreal can score 5 goals in the next 30 seconds. There we have it, everybody. Max Domi. Max Domi getting 2 goals on the game, including the game winner. It sounds like the fans are eating each other. Let's take a look at some other scores from around the league. 8-3 for Toronto. We finally finished a hockey game, everybody. It's not the game we wanted, but it's the game we got. A highlight between Nashville and Carolina. Denied. There you go.
Sanix Draven said time for bed for me.
Yep, and it's time for bed for me as well. Thanks for tuning in, Sanix. Have yourself a good night. Believe me, I'm not far behind. And actually, let me... There we go. Peace of mind. Yes, I'm also taking off. So everyone, thanks for watching. Thanks for having fun with the game, with what we're doing. Always fun having everyone around. I don't know what we're going to do next time, but we're just going to play some more of it.
Sanix Draven said good night.
Yep, good night to you, Sanix, and everyone for watching. Take care, and thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody.
Tethercat said thanks for watching. Tethercat said, smiley face. Tethercat said thanks for watching. Tethercat said, smiley face.